Guys, I'm on live on YouTube. Come and tune in. I'm stuck at home with a disc problem. My back is so bad. So I'm going to be stuck here. Come and join me. Subscribe. The link's in the bio. Come on. I'm always on YouTube live from now on. I don't like doing lives anywhere else. Put it on there too. No, not that one. No. Put it on Snap. Get my viewers up. How did you hurt your back? I had a dream last night. I was sleeping outside. Huh? Mate, I tell you now, I hurt my back in a way. Oh my God. I just had a hot shower. Alright, I just want to change platforms a little bit. I'll go on TikTok here and there. Just change it up. Alright, I'm gonna watch this and give you my opinion on this.
What's better than getting a fourth tyre free on Bridgestone Ecopia fuel-saving tyres? Knowing you can save fuel on every trip, so you can go with confidence. See us now at Bridgestone Select Tyre and Auto.
How far would you go to keep your home smelling fresh? New Airwick Odor Neutralizing Spray. Aerosol-free home fragrances infused with natural essential oils for up to 70 days of freshness. Now that's a breath of fresh Airwick.
What similarities do you see now between the Epstein case and the cover-up and the Diddy case?
Americans have to really wake up to this, that there are guys in our government like Damian Williams that are pulling strings, and there was William Barr, who is a nasty piece of work. He was the attorney general that covered up the Franklin scandal, which I wrote about, and he also oversaw the Epstein grand jury, Maxwell grand jury, and covered that up. So you've got these dirty, one's an attorney general and one's a U.S. attorney, you've got these really dirty guys in pivotal positions that are able to cover this up.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Sit Down with Michael Francis. Hope everybody is doing well. All is very good, very blessed on this end. And as always, my friends, I give all the praise, honor, glory, and thanksgiving to our God for that. Fires are still raging here. Man, I just hope that this is the end of it. The winds have died down a little bit. And hopefully they're going to get it under control. But it's amazing how this thing has been spreading. You know, all of a sudden we wake up and it's popped up. It's in a different area. It's unbelievable. It's so devastating. The worst fire in the history of Los Angeles. And I did my rant about it on my live. I'm not going to get into that now. We have another subject equally as disturbing, I should say. And that is human trafficking. We're going to talk about Diddy. We're going to talk about Epstein. We're going to talk about another scandal, the Franklin scandal, with my very special guest, Nick Bryant. But people, before we go to Nick and bring him in, I got to tell you something. This is just, it's just too disgusting. It's unbelievable what's going on with human trafficking and pedophilia happening at the highest levels. And you're going to hear how it's been covered up with Epstein. It's probably going to be covered up with Diddy, because we had similar people involved in both of these prosecutions, and names have been hidden at this point in time. Trump said that he's going to release the whole list. I don't know what more that's going to do. It's not a question of releasing a list. It's a question of holding these people accountable for their actions, because what they've done is absolutely disgusting. It really is. Human trafficking, pedophilia, human trafficking of minor children. And that's what we're talking about here. In the Epstein case, in the Diddy case, in this Franklin scandal that I'm going to talk about, that Nick Bryant investigated very thoroughly, wrote a book about it. It's called the Franklin Scandal. And what it's about human trafficking, the trafficking of minor children. And when I say minor, there are children, minor children. It started in Nebraska.
Let's get into it. Come on.
It's just disgusting. I want to read.
This is a boring one. Let's go to mob one. The story of Carlo Gambino.
In the world.
Let's go to John Gotti.
As he was going through the lockup, he's passing by all the cells. He calls them cages, as he was going through the lockup, he's passing by all the cells. He calls them cages, and he sees his son, he sees his daughter, he sees his wife, and he was devastated. It broke him up to see his family in there. And of course, I don't care who you are on the street, you don't want to see your family in a situation like that. So he was devastated over this. He said to the point that if he would have had Mike Pop in front of him, he would have blew his brains out. Hey everyone, welcome to another sit down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. All is very good, very blessed on this end. And my friends, I give all the praise, honor, glory, and thanksgiving to our God for that. Today, we're going to be reviewing The Sons of Ecstasy. It's the new HBO Max streaming production featuring two of my friends, both Sean Atwood and Sammy Gravano. It was a very interesting documentary. I thought it was very well done. And before I get into it, you all know that both of these gentlemen are friends of mine. I know Sean Atwood pretty well. I know Sammy very well. And I like them both. Sean and I did some business together in the last year in the United Kingdom. He actually opened up a number of my shows. I was on tour there. I sat down with him for an interview. He sat down with me for an interview. It's up on one of my videos from way back. I met his wife. I met his child. Wonderful people in my opinion, and they're good friends of mine, and we stay in touch. Sammy, you know the relationship. Sammy and I have had a friendship now for a couple of years. I know his family well. I happen to like them very much. I love Sharon. I love Gerard. They're good people. I don't have bias because I'm going to be honest with you. If I thought this wasn't a good show and you shouldn't watch it, I would tell you, because Sammy would want me to say it. If I said it was great, it wasn't. He'd say, "Come on, what do you like?"
Fucking shut
whatever.
up.
He's
shut
up
up.
That way, and I'm sure Sean would feel the same.
Yeah, liar. Look at these promoting
How
cunts,
it
eh?
came out.
They
I
act
didn't
like
tell
they
them I
don't
was
tell the
doing this
truth,
review.
nothing but the
This
truth,
is
so
what I
open
do,
bucket,
so I'm
whatever.
doing it for you and really
Oh.
not for them. I'm not in business with either of them anymore. I'm not getting paid for the review. I'm just doing it because I know you guys want to hear it. That's it. My followers like these reviews, and you showed me that with a couple of things that we've done in the past. My friends, you want to hear something
Listen, I'm gonna let
crazy?
you watch.
Yesterday,
I know I'm gonna
alone,
stand up. I
on
can't
my
stand up. I'm
phone,
just gonna slide
I
this
got
over.
23 spam calls. 23. And that's on a good day. Sometimes I get more than that.
Ah.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna
It's
let
not
you watch
just
with
annoying,
me.
and you know it is, but it's dangerous. This video I'm doing right now is sponsored by a company called Aura. And they're doing something that nobody else is doing as far as I know. You see these scammers? They're buying your information from data broker sites. That's right. They go on data broker sites and they buy your information. What Aura does, they go in and they shut that down. They cut off all access to all your personal information, but that's just the beginning. They do a lot more. They're also monitoring your social security number, very important, your credit, all your personal information across billions of data points that these scammers might have access to. So if Aura detects any suspicious activity whatsoever, you're notified immediately. And you know what? You can get this entire protection package in one app. You get identity security, you get financial monitoring, you get VPN, everything you need. Plus, as an additional protection because of me, Every adult on your plan gets $1 million in identity theft insurance. And my friends, that's priceless. It really is. So here's the play. You go to aura.com/Franzese. You get your free 2-week trial. That's on me again. And they'll show you exactly what personal information about you is exposed right at that moment. So my friends, take it from someone
you see
who
the TV,
knows
guys?
on my own personal experiences. In today's world,
You're gonna watch
high-tech
this
scammers,
with me.
protection is no longer
And I'm gonna
an
tell you my
option.
opinion
It's absolutely
as it goes on.
essential.
This
Now,
is my
isn't
life
nothing
today.
seriously
So
that
fucking got a
nobody
dish
should
problem.
refuse. Protect
I'm stuck at
yourself
home.
now with
Yep.
Aura. Take care. And let me tell you this too. You know, this was centered on family also. And I think the production was very well. Look, HBO did it. HBO Max, they do everything well. You gotta have the platform, the HBO Max app in order to watch it. I believe it's a streamer. But I really encourage you to do it. You're gonna enjoy it. For those of you that are into the mob stuff, you're into crime, you're gonna enjoy it. Again, very well done. And you get kind of an inside look at both of these people and their families. Well, not so much Sean's family, but for sure Sammy's family. And let me tell you this. I interviewed Karen Gravano. I thought she was one of my best interviews. She was straightforward. She was very honest. She didn't hold anything back. You know, I really related to her because she talked about her inner feelings for her dad, you know, early on when she found out what his business was all about.
You guys so
You know,
good.
she said a lot of things that were just true and honest, and I really enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed, listening to it also. They were just very honest. Gerard, I happen to like him very much. As a matter of fact, I teased Sammy. I said, Sammy, if we ever get back on the street, I'm taking Gerard with me. So maybe we're going to fight about it, we're going to argue about it, but he'll come with me too.
Come on, shut
He's
up.
a good young man. He's a
Hurry up.
guy. And in this thing, you know,
Still
the people are
talking
involved
shit.
in drugs. I don't like that business. It's a dangerous business. I tried to discourage my son from being involved in it, and he wasn't really that involved in it. That's what he told me, and you're going to see what he says and what the family says in this show.
Hurry up.
And Sean, on the other hand, was deeply involved.
Shut the fuck up and hurry up. Oh shit, what's that?
Because I had a club, this was back in 1990. I had just gotten out of prison, you know, for my first bit. And I think it was late 90. I had
No, I don't want to listen to you. You talk too much shit.
It is public fact that Al Qaeda, one of their plans was
No. Oh, now they're linking the fucking fires in America to terrorists. Is this fucking country fair illegal? Is this country fair illegal?
That's right, son.
It is public fact.
Look at this
Al
cunt.
Qaeda, one of their plans was to use wildfire to attack. The guy that was arrested in California for starting fires, he had 5 active cell phones. He had an incendiary device. And
Where do you get this information from? Where? From American CIA talking shit. Even turning the fires into fucking a Taliban.
What I'm thinking now is maybe that already happened with these fires in LA.
There are people losing.
Oh my God.
After the
Oh my God.
now they're getting calls offering them $750,000, $800,000 for the land. I know a land grab when I see them.
You people can get fucked.
Hey everyone, welcome to another sit down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. All is very good. Very blessed on this end. And as always, I give all the praise, honor, glory, and thanksgiving to our God.
Oh, now you're sitting here preaching God, but then you're lying for your teeth about saying that the fires are linked to terrorists when you know that's fucking bullshit. One of your own people done that, and now you're throwing out to Muslims so you can invade another country.
We try to give you
The
information
fuckwits.
over here that'll either entertain
Oh.
you, inform you, do something in that regard.
I'm back.
And when I had Big Homie on here,
Big Homie.
who gave us
Big
some
Irie.
information about the
Listen to these guys.
situation,
Now,
the
the fires are getting blamed on the Muslims.
and the reason
Fuck,
is
in this
important,
country,
very
eh?
likable, and this is most of the people, most of my viewers.
This
He's
country's
extremely
pathetic.
likable, number one. And number two, even more important, extremely credible. He didn't try to, make more out of a situation than what it was. He didn't claim credit for anything. He just reported what he knew and what he saw. And it went over very well. I've since met with him. We've had dinner together. We've spoken about doing a few things. I find him very likable and also very credible, and I really commend him for his work with human trafficking and how he cares about
Fucking
these
brother.
kids, these young women that have
Get to the point of trying to blame the Muslims, you racist. You people have got just such a drama of Islam that you even saying the fucking fires that were started by their own people, they're throwing it on to terrorists, which gives them a reason to invade Arab countries. When are you people going to understand that if a fucking bird falls out of the sky, it wasn't a terror attack and a hijacked plane and they just throwing birds out of a plane? Not everything is based on Muslims. What a fucking joke. What do you all talk about my comments? Keep my comments coming, guys. Come on.
sit down with yours truly, Michael Francis. Good to have you back, brother.
Yo, first and foremost, thank you for having me. We did real good the first time. It's always an honor.
Oh,
Well,
I want to touch on something. He's sitting down now with an African American black dude, right? The mafia policy was no blacks, no Chinese, no one that's not Italian can become one of their members. So this guy is acting fake already to the African guy because in his heart, this guy doesn't like African Americans. Because his code of fucking honor, when you join the mafia and you burn the pictures and that, you take an oath that you only love your Italian brothers and you only allow Italians full-blooded into the Cosa Nostra, whatever the fuck they call it. So this Franchise is already lying for his teeth when he's sitting down with this black fella, trying to make out he likes him and he's giving him good credit. Only reason he's giving him good raps is for, first of all, because the guy's a racist and he hates Muslims, and he's tarnishing Islam by saying that, oh, the Muslims are behind the fires and they're trying to get clicks. So I'm trying right now to get big views too, but I'm not sitting here fucking lying and blaming the Christians and all that on fucking a bird falling out of the sky. So just because these cunts want views, stuff allows him, just because these cunts want fucking views, doesn't give them a right to go and drop Islam's name into it. Just to get, I'm not sitting here saying Christians are doing this and that and lying. Why the fuck are they lying about Muslims? Now let's get back to it. And you bastards, give me some comments. Oh, I'm back.
And I really mean this. My viewers absolutely loved you for two reasons. Number one, they just liked you personally, which is great. But number two, they found you to be very credible. And, you know, with all these stories, we talked about, obviously, Diddy and the information that you had and your experience with him. With all the stories going around about Diddy, you know, some people they're having various opinions about them. But overwhelmingly, when you were on the show, people said, this man is very credible. We believe him. And, you know, so we did absolutely well. We had a lot of viewers. So good to have you back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's been a
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From your viewers.
Did you say how?
I'll send you some of the messages they.
In all these years, right? All these years have come and gone. And the Americans, the dark colored skin guys, still say, yes, sir, to the white man. That is fucking bullshit. When is the world going to stop bowing to the white man and understand that we're all equal? You don't sit there and say, yes, sir, to no one.
Send me. And yeah, man, it's a pleasure. Let's get back to work.
Well, we're back now. We have an important topic today because the way this came about, you reached out to me. I appreciate that very much. And you know what's going on with these fires here. And before I ask you any questions, let me just tell you on my part, you know, what I feel here. And I've said it and I put it right out there. I believe, you know, the state leadership is extremely incompetent in many, many areas. It's very unfortunate that their incompetency led to the mass destruction that we've had, you know, with these fires. And by the way,
Hang on.
fires raging as of right now.
Was it your government or was it the Muslims? You contradicted yourself from the get-go.
Not 50 miles, over 100 miles. It jumped from, you know, the Palisades in that area in LA to San Diego. And I'm not saying that they were related. I don't understand how this happens. Homie, we never get an answer. Rarely do we ever get an answer every single year as to how these fires actually begin. Me being the street guy that I once was, I say it's arson 95% of the time. Somebody's starting these fires, I don't know. But, you know, incompetency from our leadership, from the governor right down to the mayor of LA, absolutely. when all these facts have been coming out about how wasteful they were, the way they directed funds away from the firefighters and to other special programs on their part. I can go on and on and on and on, but my viewers know this already about me. I want to hear what you have to say.
Of course. So, like I always say, in order to prepare for the future, we have to study history. Now, October 8th through 10th, I believe it was 1871 actually, the Great Chicago Fire, the largest fire in.
Oh, no, this guy's just trying to sound.
That's right.
This guy's just trying to sound
On
intelligent.
that fire, that's where they started building. So, fire season comes every year. Every year there's fire season. But why is there no infrastructure in place? Why are there no precautionary measures taken to prevent natural wildfires from taking place? Secondly, there are certain tools that are used to fight fires all across the world. Here in America, it is illegal to use certain additives that can increase the fire fighting capabilities by almost 8,000%. They don't use them here because they're afraid of damaging the white-tailed deer population or animal. That's like they won't use certain water from certain areas because of the smelt fish. Now, environmental concerns are serious, but when human lives are being put at risk, very suspicious. Why is it that 3 months ago, State Farm cancels thousands of people's insurance policies for fire? Why is that? Is it a coincidence that in 3 years, the Olympics is coming to Los Angeles? There are people losing $9 million estates. After the property burns down, they're getting calls offering them $750,000, $800,000 for the land. They're suspicious.
My friends, it's a new year, 2025. It's a time.
I'm gonna move to America. That's some good shit right there.
And let me tell you
That's some good shit right there. Look at these guys, these insurance guys
And what happens?
are canceling their insurances, then burning down their houses and hitting them up for a fraction of what it's worth. This is a fucking pretty good scam they got going out there.
With these credit card interest rates,
I'm gonna move to America.
It's as bad as any Shylock I've ever seen on the street, and I mean that. Listen, I know what it's like to feel trapped by money problems. I've been there, I've done that. And I gotta tell you, back in my day, people would come to us for these high interest loans, a point a week, sometimes 2 points a week. And they did that when they were desperate to pay off their other debts. So what happened? It only got them in more trouble. But today, my friends, there's a much better way. The legitimate way. PDS debt. They're the real deal. They're doing things the right way. They're doing things the legal way, not like we did on the street. But here's the most important part. They start out by giving you a very free debt analysis. No obligations, no pressure. 30 seconds, that's all it takes. Not gonna waste your time. They'll show you exactly what they can do for your very specific situation. Look, I've been around a long time, long enough to know when something's really legit. My friends, if you have $10,000 or more in eligible debt, meaning credit card, collections, medical expenses, personal loans, if you have any of these, then you qualify. So here's what I suggest. Make 2025 the year you take control of your debt. Get your free debt analysis right now. Go to pdsdebt.com/Franzese. Once again, that's pdsdebt.com/Franzese. You give these people 30 seconds, and that can change your financial future, definitely for the better. Now, if anybody's in this situation, what do I end with?
Hurry up.
It's an offer that none of you should refuse. Take care.
Shut the fuck up.
Outside of their culture, they immediately want to hunt them down and murder them due to the fact that certain companies infiltrate these areas and they start fires there to remove the indigenous population so companies can come in and build on these areas.
So in
If
other
we
words,
look at the landscape of what's going on,
let me stop
Say
you
it
for
again.
1 second, because that's really important. So what you're saying is it's factual that in that region that you just described, these fires are purposely started in order for some groups to capitalize on the land that would become available.
Correct.
yes, for logging purposes, for building out new.
Enjoy amazing savings
Brother,
accommodation without
come
travel
on.
fees. Latitude 28
Trying to
degrees.
capitalise on these ads. Hurry up. Free cheesy. You cheesy bastard.
Scoring front row seats on the down low. That's
Guys.
pretty good. The TPG Summer NBN sale is even better.
I might do a
Save
YouTube video.
$50 on all NBN
I think I'm going to do a
plans.
YouTube video.
TPG.
I'm going to do a YouTube video. That's a, my back, my back, my back. I'm going to do a video, guys. I'm going to go. I love you all. I'll come back later.